The cities of Louisville and Superior came dangerously close to running out of water as firefighters worked the Marshall Fire. One of the water treatment plants in the area was shut down because part of it caught fire. Two other plants were overwhelmed by the demand. A team of public works and utilities employees stayed behind as others evacuated, and they made decisions they never thought they would have to make in an attempt to keep their town from being completely lost. 9 News reporter Mark Salinger spoke with them about how they kept the water flowing to the firefighters who needed it. Mark?
Yeah, Kyle, the water was running out quickly in Louisville and Superior on December 30th. Then the decision was made to send raw, untreated water out from the water treatment plant so that the fire hydrants wouldn't run dry.
It's absolutely one of the craziest, if not the craziest days of my life.
Decisions.
The fear was running out of water.
It went from health and safety to life and safety at that point.
The word I keep using a lot is surreal.
We told ourselves we're not going to lose this city.
Decisions. Some were small, some were big. Every choice changed the course of the Marshall Fire.
It's scary to look back and think, what if we had left?
Kurt Cower didn't leave. Neither did Jeffrey, Red, Corey, or Shane. After evacuating, they drove back through the flames to the water treatment plant in Louisville.
If you don't have water to fight a fire, then, you know, at that point you're fighting a fire with hopes and dreams.
We had to supply as much water as fast as possible to the fire department.
We're the lifeblood for the firefighters, right? You know, without water, it's very hard to contain those fires.
Lost in the spotlight of flames and firefighters, Louisville's water treatment plants were running out of water. Superior's plant had already been burned. Fire hydrants were dangerously close to running empty. Greg Vanette made the choice to release the only water he had.
Made the decision to turn on the valves manually to let raw water, untreated water, through the plant in order to just supply water.
And he called and just said, this is the last hope we have. Should we do it? And we had a split-second conversation and said, this is all we got, do it.
It felt very wrong as a water operator, but it was the only thing that we could do.
It was, yeah, like I said, against every fiber of my being to do that, but it had to be done.
And we knew that, you know, our main job was to try and save the city the best way we could, and this is the best way we could.
The fire took more than 1,000 homes. The decisions made at the Louisville water treatment plant meant firefighters never ran out of water.
Typically, we're very much behind the scenes folks, right?
Everyone looked like they had just gotten 12 rounds with Mike Tyson. They were tired and beat up. And
it was like about a 35-hour day before I finally went home.
The decision to stay and fight for their city.
Yeah, I think the entire Public Works Department felt the weight of the city on us for those few days.
The director of the Public Works and Utilities Departments in Louisville says the town has never used so much water in such a short period of time. And it wasn't just the day of the fire. A lot of the homes that burned had water flowing out of broken pipes and meters after the fire. They went around from house to house, shutting off water one by one to try and stop the losing of so much water and get the water treatment plant back to normal, Kyle.
We knew that water loss, Mark, had made things more difficult for firefighters. This is the first that I'm hearing that behind-the-scenes story, which is pretty remarkable. Also explains the boil water advisory.
Yeah, this is directly why that boil water advisory happened. There was untreated water flowing through the system that's usually reserved for treated water. They felt it was their only option to keep the water flowing to those firefighters. That boil water advisory was lifted soon after, and now the water's safe to drink again.
Wow, what a story. Thank you, Mark.